Say yes to the mess. Moments of everyday surprises and sparkles. Saying yes to the mess is saying yes to everyday moments that create a sense of suspense and curiosity that can surprise us. New possibilities for everyday objects.
This year, activities had to plan St Patrick's Day event for all the residents, so I was elected to be the leprechaun. That day when I came in, I looked at the costume and I realised I forgot my tights. And from that moment on, I was panicking. I was so fixated on not having these tights, and all I can think about is just wearing my work trousers underneath this leprechaun dress. And I was worried that the residents would think I looked stupid. So I was really fixated on that. After when I got it on, I got all dressed up and I thought, oh God, this is going to go terribly. But the second I walked into a unit and I saw John's face lit up straight away, he invited me to sit next to him. He gave me a big cuddle, a big kiss on the cheek, and he even wanted to try my leprechaun hat on. From that moment, it made me realise, why did I bother fixating on the tights when I've just had an amazing moment with a resident that I just made a deep connection with. And it really changed the afternoon. It made John light up for the rest of the day, and I felt that the costume made a big difference in the impact of emotions that John had on that day.
Say yes to the mess. New possibilities for everyday objects. Daisy used a costume that was not perfect as a stimulus for fun and connection. She recognised that wearing the costume was not really about the costume per se, or a performance where she would be judged. It was more about what she did. In noticing the positive response from residents, she quickly forgot about how she looked. She focused less on the detail of the outfit and more on the feeling and the fun that the costume could provoke. Care home staff acknowledge and try to celebrate key dates and events throughout the year in care homes. Much energy and inspiration goes into planning and celebrating such events. Parties and festivities often bring variety, colour, texture, and new life into the home. What more could we try out with bringing different objects, colours and textures into the home every day? We don't necessarily have to wait for a special event or celebration to use everyday or unusual objects to create surprise and connection. Look around the home with fresh eyes. Are there objects dotted about that you could use to start conversation or connection? Examples of the type of objects you might think about using include a brightly coloured scarf, some herbs from the garden, a conker you had since you were 7, a family photo, a harmonica, some magazines, a feather duster. The object could also be something you bring in from home. It can be anything that creates excitement or interest or energy for you, and that is safe and you feel comfortable bringing into your place of work. Think about the sensory aspect and colours and textures that might be comforting, surprising, or fun. The object is there to start the conversation or the connection. So see what happens if you don't have a clear plan with what will happen after you introduce the object. With these ideas in mind, what object might you show and share with others? What feeling do you get from this object? What story could you tell about it? Say Yes to the Mess is a series of 3 videos that were created by staff from Crossgate Care Home, Kilmarnock, as part of a collaborative project with Hearts and Minds and We Culture. The project partners worked together to draw on learning from Hearts and Minds elderflowers and explore how this learning could be incorporated into the day-to-day practices of care home staff. The project was funded by the Life Changes Trust Regional Grants Programme.